Hi guys, this is Rachel. I'm the administrative assistant in nutrition services. I'm just going to record a short video to show you guys some tips and tricks when using Google Calendar, and maybe also talk about bookmarks for just a minute. So right now we're looking at my personal Google Calendar. So I'm going to go through a few things with you. So first of all, over on the left side, down towards the bottom, you see all of the calendars that have been shared with you, including your own, which has your name attached to it. But all of these other ones have been shared with me at some point. So I have Michelle's and Julie's and Misty's, so I always know where they're at in case they're out of the office. Um, but you just check mark the ones that you want to show over on your calendar. So it would be too overwhelming for me every day if I had all of these events showing. So if I ever want to check, somebody's calling for Misty and she's out of the office, I just check her calendar and it shows up for me. So I can tell them if she's in a meeting or where she's at, and then I uncheck mark it and it goes away. Um, so normally I have my personal calendar showing. I have the absences in the cohort showing, they're up at the top here. And if there's too many to show for one day, you can click this little down arrow and it shows everyone that's out for the day. And then also up here, I have my float calendar showing because as I said at the manager meeting, I will normally be managing floats. So I need to be aware of where they're scheduled at. So let me minimize that again. So a couple tips. So first of all, when you're looking at your calendar, you can obviously choose up at the top of your screen towards the right. You can choose how you want to view your calendar. So some people like to look at a day at a time. I prefer to look at a week so that I kind of have an idea of what's coming, but I can also every day see if I forgot anything the day before. And then some people also like to look at the month. So it's however you want to view your calendar, but you change your view up at the top on the right hand side. So I'm going to go back to the week, which is how I like to look at it. If you want to add a calendar event, you have two options. First of all, if I know I want to add a calendar event on Thursday at 7 a.m., I can just click right on the calendar at 7 a.m. Now you can still, if you clicked in the wrong spot, you can still go here, click on the date if you need to change the date to something different, or you can click on the time and change the time. But I normally create calendar events when I'm looking at the calendar and just click the spot where I want it. You can type in your title. You can type whether or not it repeats. So I use this a lot for my order calendar. And since I'm doing orders on the same day every week, just so I never forget one, when I have it entered, I do normally tell it to repeat, whether it's weekly on Thursday or monthly on Thursday or what it is. And you can also create a custom repeat. This will save you so much time in manually entering the same calendar event every week. So I would highly recommend using the repeat function. This is also where you can add guests. So if you're creating an event and you want your site staff to be aware of it, know when it is, know where it is, all that good stuff, you just click on add guests and you start typing in any district email name and it pops up and you would click on that person. And once you hit save, it will send Michelle an email that she's been invited to this event. So that saves you some time and effort too. If you need other people to be aware of things that are happening, you can just add them as guests. And you do get an email when they accept the event. So you'll know if they've seen it and are planning to come. Other things are down here at the bottom, add description or attachments. Especially if you're sharing the event with other people, I would recommend putting in a description just to give them a better idea of what this is. And the other day, I used the attachment function. So you just hit add attachment, add attachment, and you can select a file. So the other day, I created a calendar event for Highland PARs that I needed filled out by the managers. And when I created the event, I invited all of the managers to it. And I also went ahead and attached the Highland PAR spreadsheet. So as soon as they opened the event, they could click on the spreadsheet, fill it out, they were done. They didn't have to go searching for anything. So I really like that attachment function as well. And when you're all done, you just hit save, easy enough. So I didn't put a title in, so it saved as no title. And I'm going to click on that now and hit the trash can to delete it. You could also click on it and hit the pen function to edit it if you forgot to do something, need to add guests that you didn't think about when you created it, change the time, all that good stuff. So I'll hit save again. The other way to create an event, other than clicking right on your calendar where you want it, is you click the create button and you see the same format. So either one works to create an event. A fun tip for me is to move a calendar event to a different time. A lot of times I'm moving it day to day. So if there was something, this happens a lot this week because it's been so busy. If there is something that I'm working on today and I didn't quite get it finished, let's say it's this order small equipment. If I didn't get that finished today and I want to make sure it's on my plate for tomorrow, you can actually just drag and drop the event. And this is a recurring event that happens every month. So it's asking me, do I want to change every single one of these to Thursday or just this single event this week? And I'm going to say this event. And no, I don't want to send a new email to any guests that were included on that. So I say don't send, and it just moved that for me. So I drag and drop events on my calendar a lot. And you can also drag and drop them. I won't do that one because that includes all you guys. You can also drag and drop them just to a different time on the same day. So that's a really handy little feature. The other thing is you'll notice all your different calendars are different colors, and those are preset when a calendar is shared with you. But over on the left, when you hover over the name of a calendar, you see these 3 dots, and if you click on those, you can change what color is associated with that specific calendar. For me, color really makes a difference in my brain recognizing certain things. So you can see my order calendar is red. Oops, I didn't check mark that. My order calendar is red so that it signals to me I have to get this stuff done today. My calendar is blue, and then I gave all these other calendars that I look at occasionally a color as well. And you can change those colors to make more sense to you, however you like to view information. One more tip that I will mention, just in case it's helpful to you guys, is I have a lot of stuff on my calendar every day that are tasks that I need to complete. So to help me stay organized so that I know which ones I've tackled, when I complete something for the day, if I completed this check-in with Highland event that was 7 to 8, I will right click on that event and I will change that event color to gray. And so that way I know, and I've done a lot of these today, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. And same thing, when it's an event that recurs every single week, you only want to change this event to gray. And this helps me later in the day when I am getting ready to leave. I can quickly glance at my calendar and see if I got everything done that I needed to, or oops, did I forget something big? So that's just a little, you in no way need to do this. I just thought it was a handy tip. That's how I organize myself through the day. I think that takes care of going through a few little tips and tricks with the calendar. One more thing is if you are looking for something, and so I'm a couple months from now, I'm looking at something in November, you can hit today to go back to the current date on your calendar. And I think that's really handy because sometimes I go ahead and I'm looking for something particular, and then I'm ready to go back and look at today, and you just hit the today button at the top and it goes back to today for you. If you guys have any questions about Calendar, I'd be more than happy to help you. I am still learning Google Calendar because I've used it in my personal life for a long time, but never to try to stay organized professionally. So I'm constantly searching for tips and tricks online to help myself out, but just let me know if I can help you guys in any way. So one more thing I wanted to show you, just in case you are not currently utilizing bookmarks when you are going to websites, I thought that would be a handy tip to share with you. So you can see by looking at the Google Chrome that I have pulled up right now, I keep a lot of bookmarks at the top here that show right under the web address bar. And these are websites I go to pretty much daily, just so I don't have to type in the website address that I need to go to. So I normally have LPS 53, our district website. I normally have that as a bookmark, but I deleted it so that I could show you quickly how to add that as a bookmark. So all you do is when you're looking at the website that you want to have as a bookmark, there are a couple ways you can do it. The first way is you just hit the star over on the right-hand side of the web address bar and bookmark added. I would recommend giving it a name that makes sense. If the prefab name wouldn't ring a bell for you, but in this case, Liberty 53 makes sense for me, so I will hit done. And it did add it to my bookmarks, but I have so many bookmarks that they're continued. So on your bookmark bar right here, if you go over to the right, there's this double arrows, and that means your additional bookmarks that just don't show right there. And there's my Liberty 53 that I added to my bookmarks. You can move around and rearrange your bookmarks on that bar at the top. And so I will just click on this Liberty 53 and drag it to where I want it because I use this one daily. And so I want it over at the top because I'll click on it every day. These other ones I don't use as frequently, but I know that I'll forget them if I don't have them as a bookmark. So that's why I save them. There is another way to add a bookmark. Let me delete this bookmark again so I can show you. So if I want to add Liberty 53 as a bookmark, you can also hit the three dots over to the far right of the web address bar, bookmarks, and bookmark this tab. And so you get to the same spot, but it's way easier, in my opinion, to just hit the star in your web address bar when you're looking at the website that you want to bookmark. And let me go find that and drag it back up here in my bookmark bar where I want it, and then I am all set to go. So hopefully that was a quick tip that maybe you guys didn't know and maybe you will find useful. So if you guys have any questions for me about the website, about Google Calendar, also about email, please let me know, and also let your staff know that I'm here to help in any way that I can. And if it's something that's a little too out of my realm as far as the tech world goes, I can absolutely give them the help desk phone number. Thank you guys so much and hope you have a good day. Bye.